Hi everybody, welcome back. Gosh, I don't know about you, but these 2-hour slots are going pretty quick, aren't they? I feel like I'm on every 5 minutes at the minute, so I do apologise if that's how it feels for you. But I'm starting to clear as we're sort of speaking. I get, when I'm a little bit anxious, my sign for that is always here. In my chest, sort of around my heart area and lungs area really, which is, to be honest, quite a majority of people's signal that there is something unsettling going on. Okay, now if we're uncertain as to what those symptoms are, then we can obviously be thinking the worst. So this really is why I'm doing these routines for you, so that you can get to know your bodily symptoms, your bodily signs as to what's actually happening for you. And by doing all this tapping, okay, it is going to start bringing things bringing things up to the surface. Okay, like whatever's clearing now, it's bringing it up to the surface for me. And you know, I've got my father's funeral on Thursday, so I know that there's still quite a lot of grief that's actually trapped here for me, because I've not well, it's just not released yet, I think. And as much as I'm a therapist and I know how to work on myself and do things, when you are feeling well, when you're suffering from any loss at all, it's difficult to always work on yourself. So it's important that you know that this is doing me as much good as it is you. So forgive me for being on every 2 hours at the moment, but the more we can all keep in flow with our own body and keep everything flowing, like I said, then the less it's sticking in our system. Please do let me know if you're on watching. I can't really see the screen very well at the moment because the sun is in my eyes and I can't really see the screen, but it's always good and nice for me to know when I look back at the comments who's joined me. If you've used any of these other videos so far today, and if you have family abroad, please do share with them, because although they might not be on exactly the hourly time scale, GMT time, that we are, they can be doing this in their own time scales. If they download the free app, it automatically goes to the time scale that you're in. So if you are travelling around the world for jet lag or anything like that, then the app actually just automatically goes to the time scale that you're in, so that you can tap at between 1 and 3, or between 3 and 5 a.m. Okay, and then you just literally start tapping around the clock, the time scale that you're in, and it aligns your internal clock with the outside world. And a lot of us are going to be a bit tipsy-topsy-worthy, really, with our time scales at the minute, because we're at home more, we've not got that routine, it's not the same. So that's another reason why I'm doing these lives, to sort of give us a little bit of a routine for the next few days and for as long as you need it, because this is never ending, really. You know, our emotions, they're always there and they're always going to need clearing, so we can never have enough of doing any of this internal work. So without further ado, I'm going to sort of kneel up a little bit. I can see some of you are watching, but I've got no idea who's watching, because, as I said, I can't see any. But any hearts and likes, anything like that, it's always good for me to see as well. So it is between, I believe, in the UK, between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m, which means it is our heart meridian's optimum time for working. So because it's our optimum time for our sort of heart working, I just want those of you who do have any heart issues to be careful. Don't overstimulate this one. Perhaps just tap for a few seconds, okay? but we're going to tap up to 30 seconds on each one, and we're going to go all the way around the clock. So we've done 24 hours. So if this is the only video that you catch today, that's absolutely fine, because you've given yourself one round of tapping, which is going to help your internal system start to flow and clear some blockages. If you have caught any of the others, fantastic, that's great. You can always come back to these tomorrow, okay, and repeat the process. That's what they're here for. So, heart meridian, little finger, okay, and this is your hand here. So little finger, and we're going to go on the inside. So you've got your nail. I'm hoping that you can see, because I can't see my own finger here. And we're just going to tap on the inside of our little finger. And this is our heart meridian. Again, this is great for kids to have some control over their own emotional state and their own bodies. You don't need to do this for them. They can do as little or as much as they want. Infants, okay, babies, just literally a couple of taps, 2 seconds worth. They don't need any more than that. Very, very gently. Heart meridian, okay. So know that you're now putting your heart meridian in really good flow. Okay, we're now going to go on to small intestine meridian, which flows onto, so this is how it all flows round, okay, and that's the opposite side of your little finger. On the nail, down, and just start tapping. I hope you can see here, because I literally cannot see the screen at all because of the sun. But the sun feels really quite nice right now, so I'm not complaining at all. Okay, so that's our small intestine meridian done. And this will all be done and over in 10 minutes, okay? So you're giving yourselves really good internal massages for 10 minutes every couple of hours. Can only be a good thing, right? Okay, we're going to go to bladder meridian. So get your nose, you can do this with one hand, two, either or, it doesn't matter. Up, you got your eyebrows, and just start tapping onto your bladder meridian. This for anybody who is an EFT practitioner or knows anything about EFT, okay? Yes, these are EFT points, but they are being used in a different way, okay? So this is not traditional EFT. This is a system that has been created really by very ancient Chinese medicine, the clock system of our meridians, how they work, and I have incorporated the tapping points as an EFT practitioner to each part where the clock goes round. And this was created so that my clients had something to do 24 hours a day for the homework. Okay, that's our bladder meridian. Now this makes sense that our bladder meridian feeds through into our kidneys, okay, so all the water stuff, oh, I'm just going to sit up, okay, is happening together, in flow together. Bladder meridian is opposite our lung meridian, and a lot of the physical symptoms for the C virus, okay, has a lot of the stuff that's attached into your bladder meridian as it does the lungs. So this is a good one. If this is all you remember to tap on, and then the lungs, okay, just use those. Kidney meridian, okay, collarbones just a little bit down. Give this, pretend you're a bit of a gorilla, kids, cheeky monkeys. Give this one a really good old blast out. This is like a junction box of the whole meridian system. If you find that you really are beating your chest hard, okay, and any of these points hard, just be aware of how you're actually tapping, because that's a really good indicator of how anxious you are as well, okay. And if you are really giving it some, then perhaps just slow it down slightly so that it's bringing your system into a slightly more relaxed state. Okay, so that's your kidney meridian. Kidney meridian feeds through, okay, middle finger here, guys, not really giving you the middle finger, but all the fingers, middle finger, the one nearest your thumb, okay, this is where you're going to start tapping. This is the pericardium meridian, and this is our circulation and sexual organs, Okay, so just tapping on this for 30 seconds is just helping your system start to flow around. Now if you're starting to cough, if you're starting to burp and fart and get teary, or get a bit hot and sweaty, or a bit fizzy, or a little bit dizzy, okay, these are nauseous, or anything like that really, these are all symptoms that need to come out of your body that are being blocked inside. So from a therapist point of view, if you are getting any of those symptoms as you're doing this, then that's a good thing, because it means that those blockages are starting to move out of your system and they're trying to find a way out. And the only way out is either through your skin, through your eyes, ears, nose, mouth, bum, okay, all those areas. So that's always a good thing from our point of view. Okay, get your hand again, little finger and this finger, and I'm going to get the soft spot here on your hand, and we're going to start tapping here. This is your gamut in EFT. It's also known as your triple warmer meridian, and this is your real fight, flight and freeze mechanism. And this is one that even if you just use on its own, again, and you can just hold that if you wish and wait until you can find a pulse, and then you can do the same on the other hand, keep going until you find a pulse. And all of those are just really then going to help you to calm your system down and become aware of what's going on, because high anxiety happens usually quite later on at night as we're going to bed, and we go into a bit of an overwhelmed state as we start to think about all these things. So this is also great for tinnitus, headaches, dizziness, thyroid type problems, all sorts of things. Okay, we're now going to go on to our gallbladder, so we're nearly all the way around. So that's here. Okay, so here, just at the side of the eye. Can't see myself, I'm afraid, so can't see if anyone's dropping any comments in. Hope you all are. Hope you're letting me know how you're doing. How are you finding this? Okay. So again, even if you just do this once today, then you're helping your whole system. To be honest, right now, if you're at home and you're stuck for something to do, if there's one thing today and tomorrow, the day after, I recommend that you do, it's this. Gallbladder. Okay, really good clear out. I'm going to sit up a little. Okay, here. Nipple area down onto your ribs, and this is your liver meridian. A lot of fear and anger and bitterness, okay, congregates here, and jealousies, okay. So this is a real area of, and it's not an area that we naturally go to underneath here. So giving this a really good clear out might actually give you quite a bitter taste in the mouth as this starts to clear, or even a metallic type taste. So if you're getting any of those type sensations, then it might be that you need to clear out your liver meridian, okay, and give it a little bit of a tap, because there's all sorts of emotions that get trapped here. Okay, now one that you've been waiting for, our lung meridian, so thumbs, okay, and it's the thumb, and it's the one nearest to the outside, so not near the fingers, away from the fingers, okay, and start tapping here. So you've got your nail, and then we're just tapping basically on top. Can you see my hands, by the way? Because I can't see if you can see my hand properly. I'm just going to sit up and hope that you can see what I'm doing. So fingers here. I'll have to go inside, I think, for the next ones, because I really can't see any comments or anything. Okay, so lung meridian. Coughs, respiratory problems, chest, back, wrist pain, toothache, sore throats, neck and shoulder problems, swollen abdomen, feverish palms over urination, gout, colds, flu, headaches. So your lung meridian holds quite a lot, and it shares a lot of those symptoms with your large intestine. So your gut health is really important right now as well. Okay, so try not to be eating a load of crap, basically. Lots of food that has got water content in, okay, to help keep your system flushed through, because a lot of the C symptoms are blockages, really, you know, pneumonia and things like that. They're blockages. They can't get through your lungs into your stomach for that acid to eat up what it needs to be eaten. So the more we can eat foods that are wet, the better. Okay, fingers. Finger next to your thumb. Again, nearest the thumb on your fingernail, that's where you're going to tap. And this is your large intestine. So it makes sense now, doesn't it, that when your lungs feed through into your large intestine, if your lungs are blocked, they can't feed that stuff through to your large intestine for it then to feed through to the stomach, which is going to be the next one. Okay, so the more we can free up all of this internal space by vibrating it, okay, you can talk to yourselves. I'll go into that one later. Okay, then the better. Next one. So, your lungs feed through to your large intestine meridian. Your large intestine meridian feeds through into your stomach. And this is where we want your stomach to be working really, really well. Okay, so it's underneath your eyes here, this meridian, so that it can basically acidically eat up all of those germs and send it out to where it needs to go, whether it's urine, whether it's the other end. Okay, so we need everything to be working right now at their best. Okay, which is why I'm doing these. Feel free to share with family and friends. You know, I encourage you all to make your own little videos of doing this. You do this, okay? You video it and you send it. Share it with me. I'd love to see you doing it. But send it to your family and your friends, and then do it together. Have your own little Zoom sessions, okay? Just know that by doing any of this, you're going to be starting to help yourself. And then our last one, we're on our 12th meridian now, that will take us through to our heart, and that's going to be our spleen. So, nipple across, so it's like on your bra strap, ladies, gents, you can imagine that, I'm sure, and start tapping here. Give yourself a little hug. If you're on your own, okay, give yourself a hug. Let us hug you with you, okay? We'll hug with you. We're giving you all a hug right now. It's tough. It's tough being isolated, okay? I get that. That's why we're doing this. You're not on your own right now. Okay, we're doing something every 2 hours to keep you busy, keep you going. And I don't know about you, but these 2 hours are coming around really, really quick. So I'm trying to get more on to the actual time scale of you've got the full 2 hours to do this. Okay, that's it. You've just done a full tapping routine, a full vibrational routine. It's taken around your whole system. Oh, let me add on a couple more. Let's do the top of the head whilst I'm talking. Okay, so we've just done a full round, okay, which is really vibrating your internals. Now, some of you might not notice any feelings, sensations at all, because you've never spoken to your body in this way before. Some of you might be feeling a bit odd, okay? Just know that all of that is normal. The more you do of it, the more your body will start to react to it, but it does take time for some people, okay? I'm just going to do one here. This is your thymus gland, and this one, I'll just really slow it down, okay? Because there's going to be a lot of high anxiety out there, and this one's really good for really calming the system down. Breathing. Take notice of your breathing. Have you noticed, are you able to breathe more deeply now? If you take a nice deep breath in now, how much are you able to take in now compared to when you first started, and what's your out breath like. Okay, these are really good indicators for you to just write down and make a note of, and then if you do the next tapping routine in a couple of hours, you can actually gauge yourself how this is working for you. Don't expect miracles straight away, but if you do get them, absolutely fantastic. This is something for you to do and be consistent with and enjoy doing, and just know that whatever you're doing for any part of this, you're starting to really help yourself. So, much love, everybody. Okay, from me to you, you're doing great. I'm so impressed with you all that are watching. I can't tell you how beautiful it is to know that you're out there. And if I'm helping any of you in any way, just drop me a heart or anything. And I shall see you again in a couple of hours. Take care.